actually.
The way we move, skin on skin. No separation, need no conversation, nah, nah, nah. On everything, it's automatic, going zero to a high, nah, nah. Right, wishing the wheels will fall off. Time is ticking you too long. Right before I decide to go. I like you hurt me. Only step it up if you deserve me, yeah. Pull up and hurt me. Push the stop. I like you hurt me. Only step it up if you deserve me, yeah. Pull up and hurt me. Push the stop. Pushing on my buttons with no hesitation. Gas me up, give me motivation. So tell me where we going, pick a destination. Gas me up, give me motivation. Now pushing on my buttons with no hesitation. Gas me up, give me motivation. So tell me where we going, pick a destination. Gas me up, give me motivation. I like you hurt me. Only step it up if you deserve me, yeah. Pull up and hurt me. Push the stop. Pushing on my buttons with no hesitation. Gas me up, give me motivation. So tell me where we going, pick a destination. Gas me up, give me motivation. Now pushing on my buttons with no hesitation. Gas me up, give me motivation. So tell me where we going, pick a destination. Gas me up, give me motivation. Now.
Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is all about?
What up, guys? It's your girl Liv, aka Fleek, and today we are talking about the girls, okay? If you guys don't know me, my name is Liv. I create beauty, fashion, lifestyle, motivating kind of content. The niche is that girl. So if you like that kind of content, make sure you follow your girl. Hit that subscribe button and that bell button so you guys know whenever I post. And let's get into it. Okay, so you all on Instagram voted for 3-month update with befores and afters on my Instagram story on the poll. But guess what? I'm gonna give y'all all of the content, but we're gonna start off with the 3-month update because that's what majority of you all voted for. And I know y'all all really only came here for the befores and afters. I already know what y'all are here for. And to be honest, I am a viewer on TikTok and I'm a viewer on YouTube, and I always want to see the befores and afters, so I know if this surgeon is good or not. So I get it. I'm not even mad at it. So I ended up getting a breast augmentation and mastopexy. So a mastopexy is basically a breast lift. That is just a fancy word to call it. And the breast augmentation is basically getting implants. So I needed both. And when you guys see the befores and afters, you will understand why I got both. And mind you, this is a 2-part procedure. They usually do it at the same time, and my doctor, he does it at the same time. There are some doctors that would do it in 2 different procedures. I think it took 2.5 hours, 2.5, 3 hours maybe. I'll have to look that part up. I know it's on one of my videos. I honestly can't even remember. That is crazy how much time like has went by. It wasn't even that long, but the fact that I can't even remember is crazy. So I went with Dr. Altman. Dr. Altman is literally the best surgeon far as breast augmentations. He literally specializes in this, and that's why I chose him. I also chose him based on the women that he's done surgical procedures on, like Ari, Lyra Galore, and other celebrities that he's done, and other influencers that he's done, and IG models. Like, of course I was going to go with the best because this is my body. I feel like picking a surgeon is super important. You want to make sure that they're board certified, and you want to make sure that they know what they're doing. Obviously, if they are good with their technique, you don't want just anybody cutting on your body. You have to think about safety first. Safety should be number one because you only have one life. Type of questions you always want to ask your surgeon is, how many deaths have they had? If they really had any deaths, I don't think you really should be going for them in the first place. You want to ask them, how do they prevent complications? You want to ask, who is their anesthesiologist that is going to be working with them, because you want to know who is going to be monitoring your getting put under, because you are going to be highly medicated to keep you in a sedative sleep state with the anesthesia, so you want to make sure that they know what they're doing and that they are licensed, because essentially they are in charge of your breathing. Except for in my situation, I was breathing on my own, but they still was in charge of handling what drugs they were pushing into my body. So you want to make sure you know exactly who's doing all that. I did like that I got to meet them before we even went through with the procedure. And I really love my results. So he obviously did a great job. I mean, he's very friendly, he's very kind, he's very confident in his work. You want somebody that's confident, that knows, you know, what women are actually trying to go for. He's very realistic. He's not going to set you up for failure. He's going to let you know what to expect. We get so caught up in our inspo pics that that's not going to be reality for your own body. So he sets realistic expectations. Also, I do love that he responds to you like via text. Like if something is happening, he's going to answer you at any time of the night. I think I was texting him at midnight because I ended up almost getting an infection. I don't even know how that even happened. It's a risk. It can come with any surgery, really any surgery. Like my mother, she got knee surgery or whatever, and she ended up getting an infection. So it's not even just plastic surgery. So before anybody gets off afraid, that as long as you know the signs and symptoms before things get bad, then you'll be okay. Like you don't have to panic. As long as you know the signs and symptoms, you do not have to panic. And I was very much on it too, because I had messaged the nurse and she kind of took about an hour to respond. Like she responded to me instantly when I called and when we were texting, and I had to show them, like I sent them pictures and stuff. And she took a little bit because I think she was waiting for him to respond. And I was just like, no. I ended up messaging her and him like, I know this is probably gonna end up being an infection, so could I just please get the antibiotics? And they ended up sending it to my pharmacy. It's pretty quick. They can call the pharmacy that you choose and they can get it, you know, ready for you within an hour. You can pick it up. So it was not a big deal. It is a little scary, I'm not gonna lie. So I basically documented my journey because I wanted to be a resource for women whenever they think about, or whenever they decide that they want to get a plastic surgery procedure, that they have somebody to look to and to ask questions to, not even just by watching my YouTubes, but they can also message me on Instagram and on TikTok. There's a lot of different plastic surgery pages that will answer your questions, but they will charge you for it. So I can be a reference for you for free, basically. Like YouTube is free and you're gonna get this information for free. I'm going to give you the tea. Even if I didn't get any other procedure, this can still help you on how to decide on what surgery to get, what plastic surgeon to go with, how to go about picking a plastic surgeon, how to go about, you know, preparing for surgery, how to go about your post-op, because I had so many women ask me about who I went to, how much it cost, what was it like, how did it feel. I also want to give you guys that information on here too, but I do want to let you guys know that I do answer women who ask me these type of questions on like via DM. I ended up getting a gummy bear implant. I said this in my other couple of videos as well. If you guys want a reference to those, I'll definitely put them down in the description. But yes, gummy bear implant was a better option for me because, and really for anybody, my plastic surgeon, he really only uses these because they're more natural feeling, and also if they do break, they're not going to spill into your body. It's a cohesive gel that if it rips, it's not going to spill into your body. They also are less risky for any contractures or anything of that nature. Gummy bear implants, also known as a highly cohesive gel implant or anatomical breast implants, represent an advanced option in breast augmentation surgery. Unlike traditional silicone implants, gummy bear implants are made from a denser form, stable silicone gel that maintains its shape more effectively. This gel, likened to consistency of gummy bears, which it does because it does feel like a gummy bear, hence the name, is created by cross-linking silicone molecules resulting in a solid, stable implant. This firmness shouldn't be confused issues with being hard. These implants closely mimic the feel of a natural breast, which they do. The teardrop shape from a gummy bear implant mimics the natural breast, providing a more authentic look and feel. So the benefits of a gummy bear implant, like I said, they're natural looking and they're natural feeling. The shape retention, they keep their shape. The thick silicone helps the implant maintains the shape even when changing positions, providing a consistent and natural look. Rippling is not something you would have to worry about with the gummy bear implants versus if you had got a saline filled implant. Those always have the rippling on the side or like right in here. And stable positioning, leak prevention, lower risk complications. So the texture surface reduces the likelihood of rippling and folding, and the dense gel is likely to migrate within the breast tissue, potentially lowering the risk for complications like capsular contracture, which is what I described to you guys at first before I started reading this. So I just wanted to give you guys the more science based on what an actual gummy bear implant is. I also want to tell you guys which brand I got and how many cc's I got as well. I've talked about this in my vlog, but for anybody who didn't get through that vlog, which you guys should, because you definitely should be subscribing, you definitely should be commenting below, and you definitely should be liking and sharing this with your girls because they probably need the tea if they want to get their breasts done. And this also helps my page too, guys. Let's be real. If we want to build a community and a bigger platform, we all need the support from you all. So help your girl out. So I got the Mentor Memory Gel Boost Breast Implant. So my left side has 390 cc's and my right one has 430 cc's. I got different sizes to even it out because one breast was bigger than the other. My left side has always been the troublemaker. It has always been bigger than the other. So that leads on to the next topic, is why did I get the surgery in the first place? I explained this in my full get ready with me chit chat video that it will also be in the description. But I got this surgery because I wanted more symmetry. I wanted more of a fuller, perkier look. Obviously aesthetic purposes and just to really uplift my confidence even more to the next level. I totally, you know, I always say I'm a big advocate for it. When you look good, you feel good. Looks is super important when it comes to, you know, your glow up and just really feeling like your best version of yourself. I'm very much team surgery, you know, if that's something you want to do. I'm very much team going to the gym and getting your body right. Whatever is going to help your mental health and make you just feel good inside, that's what I'm for. So I'm not going to say it's the easiest thing I've done. It was not bad, but the first day makes you think like, Jesus, I was in so much pain. I did not expect to be in that much pain. I don't feel like my pain medicine kicked in. I think the pain medicine wore off, and by the time I got into the Uber, that's when the nurse told me like, once I get there, I can be able to take another dose of like the Percocet or whatever, and the muscle relaxer. Oh my God, y'all, when I say my arms, it was my arms hurting, and they told me that it would either be like your neck or your arms or both. It was my arms. They were so on fire. They were in so much pain. It was aching so bad. I can't, oh my God. I have to say that it was a 10 out of 10 when it comes to pain. And I hate to say that. Oh my God, my lash is falling. And I hate to say that because I don't want to scare anybody, but I want you to know what to expect. Like, it was painful. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But as the days progress, it gets less painful. Like the pain level, the second day was fine. As long as you keep up with your medicine, you're going to be fine. You're gonna feel very much tight for a long time. I just now, in this 3-month mark, started to feel the softness. Soon as December 4th came, because I got my surgery on September 4th, I definitely didn't tell you guys that, but I told you guys in my other video. So September 4th was the surgery day, and then December 4th was the 3rd month mark. And when I say my breasts were so much softer and less tight, because this part, even right now, this is sore. This is all still sore. So you're still gonna feel a little bit of soreness. But within those 3 months, especially the first month, it feels like something is pushing down on you. He puts the implant underneath the muscle, so it is literally your muscle just pushing down and really just trying to make room. It's trying to adjust to this new object that's in your body. So you're gonna feel tightness, but he does do it underneath the muscle because it decreases the risk of it sagging back down. It's just more, I think he says, safer. It's just the right thing to do. But my experience was very up and down. You're gonna have good days, you're gonna have bad days. Some days you're gonna feel great, and some days you're going to feel like crap. And even throughout the day, parts of the day you're gonna feel really good, and then parts of the day you're gonna feel like, oh, like I did a little bit too much. You want to be careful, especially in the first month, of pushing and pulling. You don't wanna do too much of that. Lifting anything over 10 pounds, you don't wanna do at all. I work in a NICU, so that was very much easy for me to go back to work. If you work at a desk, you can definitely go back to work, but if you're doing any heavy lifting, you wanna take that full month off. You do not wanna be lifting a thing. Definitely have people to help you, because lifting is going to ruin your results. So you just want to be careful. You definitely just want to take it easy. If I could, I would have took a month off. Definitely take a month off, because you just need that time to really cater to your body and to be able to do some self-care and to just really enjoy the fact that you did something that you always wanted to do, and that the results are gonna be worth it, because they are. Now that I'm in my 3-month mark, like, it was absolutely worth it. When I started putting on clothes, and you guys can tell, you can see in my stories, you can see on my page that it's just different. I've always had big boobs, okay, right? I always had boobs. This is nothing new. If you look down my page, you will see that I always showed my breasts. I've always showed my body. Like, I've always been confident in showing my body. I've always been very, like, love to show my sensual and sexy side. It's just my feminine side. I really had some positive feedback from everyone, which I'm just super grateful for everybody's compliments and just words of encouragement. I did have maybe 1 or 2 people that really had, not even, I wouldn't say necessarily negative. I mean, in a way it was negative. It was kind of more like, oh, like, all we're seeing now is your boobs and this and that. But I'm just like, first of all, my breasts are in front of me. You're going to see, with any angle that I do in my story, you're going to see my breasts. That's just bottom line. You're going to see it. But also, I think you guys are only just noticing it now because you guys know I got work done, right? But if you take a look down on my page and look at my highlights, you will see that the boobs always been there. Like, I can literally insert all of it here for you guys to see. So it's just remarks like that. I just know that it's just people fishing for a reaction, and you're never going to get it. Either enjoy the show or get off my page. It's really that simple. Aftercare must-haves. I have a full Amazon storefront. Do not go without these items, y'all. You're going to need it, and this is how you're gonna prep for your surgery. So, of course, you're going to need all your lab work done. The moment you decide that you want to get surgery, make sure you're taking your iron. Make sure you're taking your vitamin C. Those are essential in surgery. You need your iron because you need your blood count to be a certain level in order to get surgery. You need your vitamin C to help your immune system, because you don't want to get sick. You don't want to be at risk for infection. So make sure you're getting those things. Far as your post-op care, you want to get a bed pillow that has a wedge to it. So I will link all this below, but also this is what it looks like. You want a wedge pillow. You also, for surgery, you want to get hoodies. You want to get bras that zip. They're going to give you a bra that clips or whatever. That's going to be your surgery bra. But I would also recommend purchasing another one, because you're going to be wearing that for the next 3 months. Like, for the first 6 weeks, I think he said you can wear the ones that they provide, and then you can wear sports bras. I did both. So I had got a zipped sports bra from Lululemon. They also have them at Aloe, and I ended up purchasing another one through them. So just make sure you have some bras that you are going to be able to swap out and wash, because it does get funky. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're going to have surgical tape for the first 2 weeks. They change out the first one before you leave to go home, and then you end up taking off the second one once another week passes by. So it gets funky. You got like your incision is healing. So the incision is around the nipple, it's down, and then it's gonna be up under your breast. So it's going to shed, it's gonna flake, it's going to have a little scent to it. So you just wanna make sure you're keeping that area clean with like an antibacterial soap, and just really letting the soap wash down. You don't wanna scrub, you don't wanna irritate the incision because it's healing. So you just wanna make sure that you're doing that. What else? I did put a little bit of Neosporin on it because he did say that I could. So just make sure before you put anything on it, you ask your surgeon that it's okay to put it on there. So the Neosporin was good because this breast healed very nicely. This one started to split just a little bit, and that you can't really do anything about it because that's just how your body decided to heal and what your body can take. It probably was just a lot of pressure there that was causing it to just split a little bit. So I had to put a little bit of Neosporin and just healed it right up. So it looks great. I think it looks great. Sorry y'all, my light died. Say hi, Lonnie. Look at Lonnie, she looks so cute. Back to the must-haves. So we talked about having zip-up hoodies, especially for surgery, because you're not going to be able to put your arms up. You're not going to be able to do any of that until he tells you to, and that's usually after 2 weeks. That's when he tells you can start stretching and doing this. For the girlies who are just getting, you know, just a breast augmentation, then I think he tells you to start massaging here. You're going to go down, and then you're going to massage up. That way it just helps, you know, level everything out and kind of create a more rounder look, just so the implant can fit its way and the muscle can get used to and like make room for that implant, and create natural movement and all that good stuff. Also, you're going to need cortisone because it's going to get very itchy. Very, very itchy because first of all, the skin is stretching, and then your nerves are reconnecting. So it's definitely getting, the sensation is trying to come back, so it's definitely gonna be itchy. Your incision is healing too, that causes itchiness, and like histamine gets released and it causes itching as well. You can also be having an allergic reaction too. Like if the tape is irritating you, it can get itchy as well. You want to get some bio oil too, that helps with scarring. But the most important scar cream you're going to need, do not cheat this one out because it's definitely making a big difference in my healing process to make the scars less visible. And this is what they sell there in their office as well. They were out of stock when I wanted to buy it, so I ended up getting it from Amazon, and it's in my Amazon storefront. But it's the advanced scar treatment with Silly Shield. So this, I think this is a silicone base. It's a silicone scar gel. It has to be the water resistant silicone gel. That's what he recommended for me to get. Other things that you're going to need that is I still use are the breast cold packs. They're also in my Amazon storefront. They're not expensive at all. They're $11.99. This is gonna help with swelling. It's gonna relieve the pain. It's going to relieve the pain, y'all, and it's gonna make the tightness feel less. And I think that's all that I had for my must-haves. If I think of any others, I'll just put them in my Amazon storefront for any of you guys to purchase. Far as things to eat after surgery, I ended up eating fries in, where did I get food from? Charlie's. I ended up getting a sub. Definitely make sure you're eating properly. I ended up prepping myself to get, other things that y'all need for post-op. For the first week, you definitely need to stock up on Gatorades and Pedialytes. and water. Those are the 3 drinks you need, and really hydrate yourself after surgery. Definitely hydrate yourself throughout this whole process. Is definitely important and vital for your healing and just for your body in general to be able to be stable, okay? Don't dehydrate yourself because it's bad. It'll be bad. You'll end up in a hospital. Make sure you're stocking up on Gatorades, Pedialytes, water. That's essential. Make sure you stock up because you don't know how you're gonna feel on some soups. Definitely get some soups. That's what I did. I got chicken noodle soup because I didn't know how I was gonna feel afterwards. My sister ended up feeding me the chicken noodle soup because it was hard for me to move my arm. So that was just really sweet of her. Makes me so happy to have such a loving sister. So make sure you have somebody taking care of you as well, because in the first week you cannot really do much without help. And in order to leave the facility after surgery, you are going to need somebody that's going to take you and drive you home and who's going to be watching you for the first 24 hours. So you cannot get by on not having anybody. So yeah, this is what the girls is looking like right now. And I don't have a bra on, so you guys can see how it has that nice perky look. I love how they look, and they just sit by themselves like this. So yes. And then like my areola is very cutesy, very little cutesy. It's not like, you know how some people have big areolas, which is nothing wrong with that. Before anybody get on here and start coming for me, there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody's body is different and everybody's body is beautiful, okay? But the girls is sitting pretty, okay? The girls is sitting pretty. I just love them. I can't wait for summertime. I can't wait to do a 6-month update as well, and then I want to do a year update just so I can give you guys a full rundown, and just so somebody can again have reference and have this as a resource for when they decide to go to surgery. So I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Like this video as well. Make sure you guys share it. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and comment below. Until next time, bye guys.